Very good evening, Mr. and Mrs. in front of this video and live stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. And today we are talking about maybe the biggest gain in 50 trading days ever for the S&P. The S&P got 40% gain in just 50 days. This is a new record. Now, people thought about a V-shaped recovery. Well, the market thinks it's going their way, this way, okay? So I believe that this is super interesting to watch in the next couple of weeks. And we will discuss today what is the reason behind it, what you can expect, what is showing us the way to further new highs, and also what you can trade in this kind of environment if you're interested. This is what we will discuss here today. We will go also into the market before it closes. So many more things. Let me know in the comments, as always, from where you are watching, guys. I'm super interested to see, guys, from where you are watching the live stream. We are here just half an hour shy of midnight in Dubai, maybe the most beautiful city in the Middle East, the pearl of the Middle East, let's say. So I'm super happy. Let me just switch on here the live stream so I can see, guys, what you are posting and what you guys want to know. It's important to post your questions there so I can actually have a look directly. And Elon Musk is tweeting again, I can see. There is something that I just posted. If you are interested into Elon Musk and Tesla, I just posted something in my Discord chat, which is the private chat group of my channel here. And if you want to know more about it, just in a second, but actually you can see where his private jet is flying, if you can research that. And then I saw a screenshot where it's showing that he just came from, or he just flew from UK back to US. So that means, together with the post that he did, it's actually the very much in sign that there is something really going on with the absolute gigafactory or next gigafactory in the UK. Let me have a look if I can find it here real quick into the... Oh yeah, so here we go. So this is our small Discord chat here in our members group, so you can get access if you get member from the second and third tier. And I posted this picture as well. Here you can see that Elon Musk actually is flying with his private jet from the UK. Actually, you can even see, if you zoom in, which airport it is that, flying back to the US. So very short trip if you consider that he just was recently on the SpaceX launch. And on the other side, he posted something like this, that he will be off of Twitter in just a bit. As you might remember, this was something that some people thought that he is just taking a bit of off because it was just a lot of things to do. But Elon Musk don't take off. He actually flew to UK for most probably for the new gigafactory, and therefore it's quite interesting because this fits with the story, because we had the rumors that the next gigafactory will be in the UK. Then we had the actual Twitter tweet here that he will be off for a while. I believe this was meant by the 16 hours each that he was having now going to UK and from UK back, and then in the meantime obviously having jet lag if he adjusted to the time. If not, then obviously not, but this fitted one and one together. So this kind of things we are discussing and sharing on the Discord. And if you're interested, just check out the join button below the oops, now I switch it off. Now here we go. So actually, if you are interested, then make sure to check out the membership. There's a join button below every of my videos, and also obviously below also all my live streams, I believe. So if you want to check it out, we would be happy to extend our membership chat group. So thank you very much for tuning in. Let's have a look who else is here. So we have people from UK, Mario, our member. We have Hugo, also our member. We have DRK, our regular here from Atlanta. We have Catalonia. We have Sedona. We have Luxembourg. We have Pittsburgh, Catalonia. Oh, we have a lot of people from Catalonia here, so congratulations to find this channel from Catalonia, guys. I think there's two at least, so you can make at least a Wolf of Dubai come together in Catalonia. The weather should be nice there, let me know. We have, unfortunately, here in Dubai, if you guys interested a little bit, we have 40 degrees. And I don't know if you are following me on Twitter. If not, make sure to just follow me on Twitter. There's a little bit of behind the scenes. I post a lot of finance quotes and nice sayings and all of these things, So if you're interested, just jump on. It's Wolf of Dubai, Danny, all together. Just follow me, and it's quite interesting because I'm, this morning I went for a run, and then basically I made like 5 kilometers in, I think it was like 35 minutes, but it was at 40 degrees in the midday sun. So it's like maybe the double amount of kilometers, but half of the time if you consider normal weather conditions. But yeah, let's see what we have here. New Jersey, we have Virginia, we have New Jersey again, we have, what else do we have? Let me just adjust the sound as well, so we will be totally sync. And we should be ready to go. So yeah, again, guys, let me know, smash the keyboards and let me know in the comments what you want to know to the current market. It's a quite interesting market, and I think there's always so much to understand, and step by step we are taking it live stream by live stream. There's more informations to it, and today there is something I want to discuss with you guys. First of all, make sure to smash that like button. This is highly appreciated. This is really helping the channel. Early thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're new here. And if we are looking into the market, then this is actually, let's say, the number one graphic. This is based on the thumbnail, that you clicked on maybe the very first time to come to this live stream. But think about it, that since the lows, we gained now almost 40% in 50 trading days. This is new record. This means that was never done before, guys. This is absolutely insane. While I'm taking here a sip of water, I want to let you know, guys, that this has something to do with the things that we discussed yesterday, stimulus, governmental money, but also psychology. There's a lot of people that They are just fed up of C19. Okay, they don't want to hear it anymore. They want to go out. I have so interesting graphics, guys, today that will blow your mind, guys. What you will see here today in the next couple of, I don't know, 10 minutes, it's absolutely insane. And you will more and more understand why it's really, really going forward in this direction where it's going. While so many people say, no, it must be down, it's, overvalued and so on. But maybe just we need to reconsider the facts or the measurements on which we are thinking it's overvalued, right? The market is always right, and it's all about you out there if you can ride the waves of a brand new stock market that is full with money, that want to go further up, that people go on board, that people more and more opening new trading accounts and want to go into the market. So all of this together is the reason of the overall gain. And we were talking about the V-shaped recovery, but it will be even higher than it was before, I believe, or could be if we continue like this. So let's talk about some liquidity today, or some general news. Let me just, before we doing this, I think the better entrance of this live stream will be actually when we are looking into the stock market and see what is going on right now. So as you can see, I put a new stock here into my watch list because I think that Cheesecake actually could be a good candidate to come back. As you can see here, the stock was somewhere around 40, and as more and more people going to restaurants, and this is what we will see in the later graphic, that the insane graphic that I just mentioned, you will see that interesting businesses like Cheesecake Factory are the benefiter of that. And if you're seeing that we are still about 37.8% less than we were, then I think that's an opportunity here. And just today they are way up with 10%. Then we have Apple. So the overall market is pretty lower today. So you have here Apple with -1, Uber almost -1, Space Virgin Galactic here -3, then Beyond Meat is going up with almost 1%, Tesla down 2%, Amazon almost -1, and then you have the big comeback stocks like Carnival as well, very much up. I said, guys, look into this stock if you're interested into travel and the comeback of travel. I don't remember from where I recommended the stock. I think here somewhere at 11 or 12, also when Saudi Arabia came to the play. And since then, we could increase by 50 or 53%, guys. So really go also back, look at my history, guys. These are the stocks that I'm really recommending sometimes, and those are sometimes really gold, because this is something a very, very a comeback that we are seeing here for many, many stocks out there. So you have here Lufthansa, also quite big. I remember not long time ago when I made a vlog about this, I think some members also benefited from that, or some people that watching me for a longer time could gain also here some 15% or so. Booking.com surely also quite interesting. What else do we have? Shopify negative today. Win obviously also huge, guys, just huge comeback. And this is now the question, how the casino. I'm really curious to see what will happen with the casino stocks, because Win, their properties, and whoever went to Vegas once and went to the Wynn will say, this is one of the most beautiful hotels you ever stayed. The entertainment is just insane, really great, and you are just in another world. But, with so much restrictions and space and, no touching or whatever is the regulations there, is it really fun to go into the casino? I don't know. Then we have the S&P 500 is a little bit down, as well as the Dow Jones. So then you have the big names here: Nike, Netflix, all down, Facebook down, Twitter down, Google down. So all the tech companies seem to be quite affected today, taking a breather, I would say. Because now we're coming into the next topic, which I want to discuss with you guys, which will be actually the opportunities on the market. And with this said, let's have a look here what happened today. We have the stimulus in the US with unbelievable amounts of money directly to the consumer, directly to the companies to not let people off, and so on and so forth. Now, European was shuffling back and forth what they will do, but finally they also released a 1.35 trillion euros. That's about about 10% more in US dollars. So quite big, not so big like the US, but still a very heavy stimulus package here for many different countries. So I'm very curious to see how this will evolve. Europe has for very long time very low interest rate that didn't benefited for the bank sector, and this is actually what is the dangerous opportunity for banks in the US. So though we have the big investment banks, we have also many banks that are obviously also benefiting from a better interest rate, but without good interest rates, we are really having a devastating, or this can devastate the US bank system. So this keep in mind. So if you have some US banks in the portfolio, make sure that I think even Warren Buffett sold a couple of his bank stocks, right? And this is the another good news that is popping up, and you see this kind of news more and more until we reach to the insane news from Europe. As you can see here, NBA approves plan to resume play July 31st with 22 teams. This is good news for the overall, right? I mean, if you were in lockdown for a very long time, usually you have, entertainment and so on. But if you're taking this entertainment away, then this is very bad for the psychology as well. And coming back of an NBA for the people of America and people worldwide, I mean, this is the best basketball league worldwide. You really have a piece of normality coming back to the lives of millions of people. And I think with this easing, I think that's a big step for the economy as well, just from a psychology standpoint. Let's have a look to the craziest graphic that I could find for today's stream. So there is a website or a service or a company, whatsoever you might call it. It's called Open Table. And in this Open Table, you can look how the bookings of restaurants are actually doing by state in the US and in Germany and the UK and everywhere. So you have really like a live understanding, a live data. I think it's totally for free. You can watch this every, I think I don't know if they update this every day or every week, but however, this is so insane what you can see here, that in Germany the restaurant bookings are actually higher than pre-health crisis. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. I think this is something that I didn't saw for a long time. The last thing that I saw is so crazy was actually data from China, where people saw a the best weeks and months of sales, retail sales for luxury goods. And this is, this is something that, coming now to the point, maybe this is the new reality, right? Maybe this is the reality that we need to be conform with to be a good investor, right? And I made quite a fun because I talked with some other fellow investors today, and who is saying when we really go into a really good recovery of that, and maybe a very low second wave, or maybe, these things just fade out and we coming back to normal, who's saying that we cannot being back to a reality where we are with the stimulus done to a reality where we are with the stock prices 30% higher from the all-time highs in February? This would be, it sounds crazy, but think about it. If there is the Fed and the companies are all supported by the government and basically cannot lose, then, everybody is going all in, right? So the market can have a really big push here. And I made a little joke here, but this would be the chart. Obviously, this is very eccentric because I didn't have, space to draw it. But imagine an S&P with 4,400 points. This would be 30% more than the all-time highs that we have seen on the 19th of February. So this is, just looking at this chart, it's just so unbelievable. But if you see unbelievable things, then it's on the stock market, guys. Okay, don't underestimate the nuclear financial power by the US government. Never bet against the Fed. This is something that fascinates me, and I think, with all of this coming up on single everyday basis, I think we are on super interesting times ahead. But let me ask you in the comments. So let me have a look. We had a couple of people here. Let me just welcome them. Belgium, Boston, Dubai even. We have Canada. Vegas open today. So this is why win is so much up. Then let me see, what else do we have? Do we have any other cities mentioned? I'm just scrolling here real quick through it, but Vegas open today. Okay, so then DRK is quite right with online gambling will surge during these times for a while. That's interesting because I have a stock for you guys. If you think that casinos will move into the virtual space, then I have a very interesting stock here that I stumbled upon, which is GAN. So this company is, and I will show you the website and everything, but as you can see, they really gained from mid of May about 72%, 73%. And I will show you actually what they are doing in a second in terms of their service on the product, which is quite interesting. Let me see, Jen. Let me see. Here we go. So it's basically GAN.com. And if you're going on their website, then it looks like that. And you see already what's going on. So they are having software as a service for the casino industry. This means that you can, if you are in casino and say, I cannot fill my spaces, I need to go online, but I don't have the infrastructure and so on and so forth, then they are providing everything and you just, get a part of it or whatsoever, So they have a kind of interesting service here. Big partners as well. Big casinos. Some of the big casinos are here already, and they are really, Betfair is a big platform in the UK or from the UK. And so I think that this is quite interesting to see that more and more companies are getting added here. And but however, I need to say that the stock is quite small, so it can be very volatile. I don't know if this is now the right time to buy, but if you're for the long term and thinking this have future, then maybe it's a stock for you. And otherwise, I think that there are so many opportunities out there, and this is where I want to hit the conclusion. If you are believing that this is the beginning of the end or the beginning of the light to see at the tunnel, right? With everything opening, everything is going back to normal. You see more people outside. You by yourself go to the restaurant. You just want this normality. Then now it's a really interesting time to be in the stock market. And then, companies that benefits from then, that was a very high profile, very high quality stocks, are always interesting. On the other side, I believe on the long run, once this is exhausted, the new value in the stocks that revive, right? Like Carnival, like Win, like, this kind of stocks, Lufthansa, Booking.com, all of these stocks that are really pressed hard on them, then I think there will be the era where people will look for the growth stocks, and then you will see a huge gain into the growth stocks as well, specifically where I see my specialty. And we made, if you are joined here since the summer of 2019, we had a pretty good ride on Tesla and other stocks as well. So I think there's many ways up, and I'm super happy that we meanwhile could get a great community of 7,000 people, guys. I'm highly appreciating this every single day, and so many more also in the members section, which is a super interesting and intimate tool to talk about with you guys as well. So I can't wait until we are becoming the #1 channel for stock investing in the whole world, which is obviously our whole vision, and making lots of money on the way. And I'm happy that you are part of the journey, and I see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Thumb up on the way out, and I'm super excited for tomorrow when we have the very last day on the stock market week, and most probably with another insane day that needs some explanation and needs some input and information. I'm super happy that you joined today. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you're new, and I see you tomorrow. Take care.